And I did forget the Tigers. I'm sorry to all the Tigers fans out there. I just assumed you came 9th, so I didn't worry about you when you came 11th. I thought you were better than that. But they have bought well. They are definitely one of the sides that bought well. I think James Roberts looks as if he's fit and ready to go.
Yeah.
Big Carver's kid, Stefano, he's going to be a superstar.
Yep.
Tarmau's probably the buy of the season. And
Big Joe, yeah.
And Dane Laurie as well. So they just put a lot of points on in the trial on the weekend. I reckon they're a big improver.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they'll be pushing for an 8 spot. It's going to be hard with those teams that we just don't really know. You know, if they're not a top 4 team, you know, they're going to be like around about 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is hard. I'm still not sold on their halves. Like you can have the big forwards and the classy the classy centers and wingers and that. But if your halves aren't above average, you are going to struggle. And if you're 9, I mean, I think he regressed massively last year.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if it was because Benji was there. He couldn't handle the situations that he was put in last year. But he was very, very poor. And hopefully he can sort of, a couple of years ago he was Dally M halfback of the year. I don't know how far you can regress in a year, and he did. There was a couple of times there Benji had to carry the team last year. So, yeah, I'm not sold on their 9, 7, and 6 all fullback. They've bought really well, but I just think it's going to be one of those years where they just lose, probably 8 games by 2 to 10 points.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like you can have as much, like strength around you, like Big Joe off Ngao. You got James Roberts to strike centre, James Tarmow. Just go off those 3 guys. You should be a decent team. Doesn't matter. You need the 9, 7, and 6 steering you around.
The 9 is an issue, I think,
big time.
But you never know. This kid. I mean, they reckon this kid's good.
Who is it?
Little Liddell.
Yeah,
But he's injured every 5 seconds, so it's hard to know.